Hello, my name is Matt McCarthy, and I will be doing the refinance my house. So the first thing, we have our set of variables. I don't have them up on the screen, but the house is going to cost $265,000. And then the loan is going to be, our loan to value is going to be 80%. And so the loan will equal our price multiplied by our LTV, and then the total number of years, that'll just be 30, and then our interest is going to be 7%. And then for our payments, what we're going to do is put a negative there. It's going to be payment, and then our rate is going to be 7 divided by 12, and then our number of periods is going to be 30 times 12, and our present value is going to be the loan amount there. So that'll be our payment every month. And then from the thing, it says want us to refinance after 4 years. And then for balance, all I'm going to do is negative present value, and then our rate is going to be the same thing, be 7 divided by 12, number of periods. This is going to be the 30 minus the 4, or just 26. And we'll take that multiplied by 12, and then our value will be this payment right here. So 202. And then some other stipulations were the 2,000, and then our 10%, and then our origination fee 2%. So now we just want to figure out what our new loan out-of-pocket fee is. And for that, we're just going to take our origination fee cost. Oops. Oh, I did that right. So yes, 11. And then we're going to multiply that by 1 plus. This is just the 10% that it's going to cost us with the fees. Basically the new fee cost. And then we are going to take that and add the 2% times our balance. So 6248. And then fees in the loan, there is none because we're paying it out of pocket. So our new loan balance is just going to be, the balance that we owe after the 3 years that we've been paying so far. And then, so our new term is going to be 30 years. Our new rate is going to be 5%. So now we just have to figure out what our new payment is going to be. And for that, we're just going to do negative payment, and then our rate, number of periods, times 12, and then our present value is going to be this new loan amount. And then payment savings per month is just going to be our old payment minus our new payment. And then Since he's going to be possibly moving to Alabama in 3 years, we're going to put 3 there. And then, so for this, what we're going to do is just the present value function of these payments over the 3 years that we'll be keeping it. So it'll be the balance after the 3 years that we've been living here. So it's going to be negative. I'm just doing negative because it'll make that number positive. So our rate is going to be the 5% divided by 12. And our number of periods, this is where it's going to be our 30 minus our 3 years. We're going to multiply that by 12. And then I'm going to take that by our new payment. And we get a loan balance of 192. And then this one, we could just do an if statement. Pretty much I'm using the same one that we used in the other video. So if, and then number of years for our first loan is less than the number of, if we keep it for the new loan, then that'll be 0. And then we have to take for the value of false, we have to take the present value of, and then it's going to be this first divided by 12, and then we have to do oops, that was wrong. So I have to take minus our 3 and then subtract our refinance, then multiply that by 12. It's going to be 23 years roughly. And then by our old payment. Oops. I missed a extra one in the end there. So that would be our balance if we kept our old loan for this amount of years, basically. Which I explained to myself on the side there as well. So I just did the easy version of this one. So it's just going to be our negative present value of, oops, I have to put in our discount rate first. So this is 10%, which is what our accountant told us. And I'll just add this in. This is going to be 0 because we're not taking any extra money out. So this is going to be present value of, our rate is going to be 10%. And then our number of periods is going to be 3 times 12. And then it's going to be by our savings. So this is going to be the total amount of money that we save over these 3 years having this loan compared to the other one. It would be $10,037.50 roughly. And then we're just going to find the present value of the payoff. So we're just going to do negative present value And then it's going to be this discount rate again. And the number of periods is going to be 23 times 12. Our payment is 0. And our future value is this balance minus this balance. Didn't forget it that time. And I forgot my, oh, I didn't have to do the negative in that one. Alright. So MPV, since all of our numbers are already in present value form, we can just take the sum of them basically. Otherwise we would just do MPV. So we're going to add these two. And then subtract our out-of-pocket and add in if we had any cash out. So that's the net present value. And then for refinancing, you could just do an if statement. This would make it easier to show if your net present value was, as long as your net present value is above 0, it's a good investment. If it goes into negative, it's not a good idea. Just like any other kind of net present value equations. So I just kind of use the same if statement that you used here. Really wasn't too bad. So if these number of years, oops, not number of years, it's going to be the net present value is less than 0, then we're going to put in no, don't do it if it's less than 0. Otherwise, if it is, yes. Lots of exclamation points. And so since our NPV is above, it's obviously a definite yes. And the main reason that it is a yes is, like I said before, the net present value is above 0. So even if we changed some of our numbers around, everything would jive and go into this. And let's say our net present value was below 0, this would actually say no. So this is the main factor right there that we want to know, is if we should refinance or not. And the answer for this specific question is yes. So that is all. Thank you.